this lesson, you will learn about what online physical education is all about, its objectives, requirements, and expected outcomes. Before anything else, I would like to introduce myself since we will be in this wonderful journey together. My name is Gianina A. Gonzalez. I have always been a sports enthusiast ever since I can remember. This has led me eventually to the field of physical education. I have engaged in many activities like swimming, judo, powerlifting, running, and yoga. I love movement and I love learning new things that involve me to use both my body and my mind. I have always wanted to share my passion for movement since I took my Bachelor of Physical Education course from the College of Human Kinetics, University of the Philippines, Diliman. I am a professional teacher, a certified personal trainer of the American Council on Exercise, and a TRX suspension training certified professional. Needless to say, I am hoping that my range of experience would bring you inspiration for the change that you need to achieve in your life. You might not be sure yet what activities you want to pursue, but I hope that these lessons will change you, just the way that physical education changed me. My biggest hope is that through these lessons, you will learn a lot and at the same time have fun, because to me, that is what physical education is all about. Fun, yet the rewards and benefits are life changing. So, hop on board and let the learning begin. At the end of this lesson, you must be able to, number one, understand the main objectives of physical education and its goals in achieving a lifetime of physical activity. Second, you know the different requirements of the course and the overall assessment tests that the course requires. And lastly, determine the importance of physical education as an integral part of a well-rounded education. Before you proceed with the lessons, I would just like to shed light to the goals of physical education. This is to set a baseline that we are both on the same page through this learning. Physical education aims to develop your motor skills. Anything that allows you to move and use your body to expend energy and use it properly refers to motor skills. Look at it this way. Dancing is a skill that requires coordination the same way as walking. Physical education will address your specific needs to improve on your movement patterns, and it will help you develop the necessary motor skills you need to fit any activity that requires you to move. Second is your knowledge. In this case, physical education requires your applied knowledge. Just like all the other subjects, physical education will require you to learn concepts, principles, and strategies that would add up to your wisdom about physical activities and general fitness. This then would help you in time when you want to develop your body for any particular activity. The third is confidence. When you move constantly, your body seems to think that it's doing it automatically. This is what physical education aims to develop in you. Through practice, you can be able to perform tasks with grace and poise. Next is that physical education aims to develop your positive attitudes. One of the many benefits of physical education is how your body would physically develop. When you look good, you feel good. And when you feel good, you tend to look at the world on the positive side at all times. And lastly, physical education aims to develop your lifetime physical activity. This, for me, is the most important, if not the very main goal of physical education. It should equip you with the knowledge and skill to pursue a lifetime of physical activity. At most, it should hopefully inspire you to change your overall lifestyle choices and gear you towards a healthy and active lifestyle. Generally, my expected outcome for everyone in this course is to make everyone move for a lifetime. Now you know the objectives of physical education. I would like you to consider these goals for yourself. My short-term goal for you is to take the time to stand up and move. Do this in between the lessons because it is also as important as reading and writing. When there are skills that you want to try, you can always pause the video and copy it as you please. While my long-term goal for you is make you move, and choose physical fitness as an important component of your lifetime health and wellness. After all, that's the ultimate goal of physical education. As a primary requisite of the course, you should submit general information about your physical status and some contraindicated activities that you are to perform. You must first secure the following documents for the course you are about to take. Number 1 is your doctor's clearance. Number 2, physical activity readiness questionnaires. And number 3, waiver or agreement to participate. Let's go through it one by one. First is your doctor's clearance, which must strictly be filled out by your doctor upon your checkup. Before engaging in any physical activity, you should have consulted a doctor whether you are fit to perform series of exercises or strenuous activities. Should you choose a different type of exercise activity soon, it is still best to ask your doctor what activities you can and cannot perform. This is to ensure your safety and to prevent untoward incidents from happening. A sample is shown for you to see. Second is your physical activity readiness questionnaires. These are series of questions gauging your overall health and current physical capacity. These questions are also being done in fitness facilities to ensure the client's overall safety and to determine what possible activities can and cannot be performed by the person involved. Just the same, you will go through these series of questions and you are required to answer them in all honesty. The third requirement is your waiver or an agreement to participate. This will serve as an agreement between you and AMA Educational System Holdings Inc. that you are willing to partake in the physical activities of the course through online learning. This means you are solely responsible for yourself throughout the course and you are agreeing to partake in this activity. These 3 forms will serve as your first task for this course. Download all the links that you will see at the end of this lesson. Print them and fill out all the necessary information asked from you. These are all agreements between you and AMA Educational System Holdings Inc. that will serve as reference that you are willingly participating with the required physical activities all on your own. Other requirements of the course include exercise equipment. Though this course is an electronic type of learning, you are not totally required to have exercise equipment for the activities. This is only optional. If you really want to pursue the activities demonstrated here, you can freely purchase these basic items for your physical activity to be more comfortable. Next are your tests in comprehension. Since physical education is also about developing your knowledge, there will be tests along the lessons to check and see your progress. First type are the assessment questions. At the end of each lesson, you are required to answer 2 or 3 simple questions to check and see if the lesson was retained in your memory or you have comprehended the lesson. Second are your quizzes. Quizzes will range from 5 to 10 questions in the form of multiple choice or fill in the blanks. If you choose this option, you will be required to answer questions with answers from multiple choices. You need to choose the correct letter for every question. Second is identification. You will be required to answer questions either by filling in the blanks or by identifying the term being described in the sentences. Lastly is your true or false. You will be asked to choose whether the statements are stating a fact or not. And lastly, your long exams. There will be 3 different long exams in the module ranging from 50 to 100 questions. And these are your long exam 1 or your midterm exam, which will cover lessons 1 to 7. Next is your long exam 2 or your review exam, which will cover lessons 8 to 15. And last is your long exam 3 or your final exam, which will cover all the lessons discussed in the course. And your last requirement is the physical fitness test. Along the module, you will be required to perform activities that you need to take a picture of or have yourself taken with a video to present the necessary data required from you. The physical fitness test is one of the major requirements of the course. I hope you learned, and I'll leave you with this question today. Am I healthy and fit? What activities are you into at the moment? Maybe you are already engaged in a particular sport. If you are not, think of the possibilities that you can learn from this course. Do you need to go about a healthy and active lifestyle? If your answer is a big yes, then you are on the right track. Let's try to review the lesson that we've just had through the questions at the end of this lesson.